So just on that note is last week I went to LD9's little workshop on MMIPs,
Mm,
which are murdered missing Indigenous people.
okay.
And that was quite like I had heard stories about, natives being taken for walks um, in the winter without jackets.
Huh.
And like that, those were just, stories I'd heard, but to really get an education, an in-depth education and information about how pervasive and how common it seems to be
Yeah.
that that there was actually just a couple of years ago down on was it uh, Horn? No, it was basically it was Horn and McKellips. A native girl disappeared and was not recovered alive, and it took years for the state to use the Amber Alert system to create a turquoise alert
Yeah.
for missing Indigenous people, and then they still don't utilize that system for runaways. So, but like so many Native children have been taken away or in the foster care system, um, that when the child runs away from the foster care system, they don't declare that an Amber Alert. But we all know that foster care system is endemically, you know, um, just a stepping stone to sex work, being human trafficked. They don't get the edge when they come out of um, the foster care system. Very rarely do they have a bank account, driver's license, financially literate,
Mhm.
nor do they have skills that are transferable into jobs or careers. So they're just ripe for, being taken advantage of.
Sure.
And obviously they don't have any connection to any other family because they've been put into foster care.
Mhm.
So if they go missing or disappear,
Mhm.
how long does it take for somebody to miss them?
Uh,
And so, which was,
how long does it take?
yeah, sometimes it can take a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine it could be days,
Right.
weeks, and I think
And then
anybody.
also with the foster care, like if once they become adults and they don't have any connection with family, it takes 24 hours being missing for anybody to even go, oh, they can be declared missing.
Yeah, when anybody that's watched a movie or an episode of CSI or Law and Order knows that what the first 72 hours
Yeah.
is everything in one of these cases, and if nobody knows,
Yeah.
or
The third of that, that golden time of recovering them alive is already gone before.
right.
And then the authorities seem to not take them as seriously. They don't rally the troops to go,
Hmm.
search and put on escort.
Yeah.
So then that led into was it Thursday that there was a murdered and missing Indigenous peoples support day at the Capitol,
Wow.
and that was 4 hours. That was this amazing outpouring of human concern and community building.
Hmm.
And so I think this was the second year, and there was like 10 times more than there was the first year, and then they're looking
That's
forward
awesome.
to 20 times that. And that was such an amazing event for me to see and hearing all these stories that I'd never heard before.
Hmm.
And it was really neat to be a part of that. And it was 4 hours long. I was there
Yeah.
almost the entire time.
Sure.
And, great cultural outpouring. And it pulled together all these vendors that are also there to foster support. Like there's the Maricopa County coroner system is trying to pull together a database to be able to identify when they find a John Doe or a deceased, of knowing what tribe they're in, so then they know where to contact their tribe so they can be um, taken care of appropriately for their cultural traditions.
That's awesome.